looking at?
Stupid battle droids, get out of the way! Hello there. This is General Grievous, and you are watching Southern Comic Geek.
Roger, roger.
What's going on, YouTube? Southern Comic Geek coming to you with a hodgepodge of various goodies to include an AOK from the Virangian Vigilante. Also, we had an action figure, got some free comic book day, and a story of the kind of comic shop you don't want to be a part of. But before we get into all of that goodness, go ahead and smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, as well as the bell notification, so you'll be notified when videos like this go up ever so randomly. And you can make the conscious decision as to whether or not to watch an hour later. As long as you watch it, we appreciate you. We also appreciate the ever-growing list of YouTube channel and Patreon members, people that are supporting the channel through that monthly membership. If you are interested in the benefits of either of those programs, then you can see the links in the description below. It's always a time to save money, and if you want to protect those valuable comic books, coins, newspapers, etc., you can visit bcwsupplies.com. Use the coupon code at checkout with SCG and save yourself 10% on the order. Now, talking about the membership, one of the membership benefits that we do every month is a monthly giveaway. Also, you can get in on the giveaway by doing super chats, live videos like this, one entry per $1 of super chat. But this is this month's giveaway. It's a copy, one copy of each. It is number 10 or number 40 or number 5. So it's the last in the succession of the particular books, but the foil, the gold, and the regular of the channel exclusive, all 9/8 in those new CBCS cases. So if you want to get in on that, of course, well, you know what you got to do. Mr. Garrell says, weird seeing you here. Yes, I'm over on Twitch. I stream there. I don't always have people in on Twitch, but it didn't cost me nothing extra to do so. So that's why I do it. So sub me up over there while you're over there. What is going on? Justin, No Good Comics, 1000th Ghost, what is up? Hidden Gem Comics, how are you doing today? Perry, lurking and maybe twerking, but I don't want to put that mental image in your mind if you don't want it there. So let's get into some goodness. I'll save the AOK for last, since I only have one action figure today. This is the Hellbat Gold Edition. I wanted to get the regular black edition of the Hellbat armor. However, I kept seeing more of these and less opportunities to pick up the black one. So yesterday I just pulled the trigger on the gold one, and it'll work just as well. So hopefully when I find the Justice League Dark Side figure, I think it's a Target exclusive that has the full armor on it, then he can rescue Damien. You'll say hi in both places. Appreciate that. Brock Morgan, watching while you're doing some bagging and boarding. So yeah, there you go. Thanks. Okay, so let's talk about Free Comic Book Day. Free Comic Book Day was this past Saturday, and hopefully all of you got out and picked up the Free Comic Book Day books that you were desiring before the shops put them on YouTube, eBay. Now, full disclosure on Free Comic Book Day, or like at least something to kind of consider, is that Free Comic Book Day costs the shop something. These books are not printed free. Diamond does not ship them for free. It costs the shops something. So but generally Free Comic Book Day is just that, free. You know, that's part of its name, right? And they use it, they give a discount, Diamond does, so they're not charged like normally, I don't believe. And the shop is using it to try to get more people into the shop, and new readership and that type of thing. Of course, you have collectors or flippers that are going to get in there and try to get that stuff, as we saw with the first appearance of Virus last year, that everybody was trying to get those Spider-Man Free Comic Book Days, and they flooded the market. So C-List E-Man, what's up? The Varangian Vigilante, I got a package from you. I'm going to show it towards the end. appreciate y'all for showing up. Smash that like button if you haven't already. So Free Comic Book Day does cost the shop something. So it's fully within their ability to do whatever they want to do. If they want to charge for free comic books, then they certainly are able to. I think it's kind of distasteful, but whatever. So Saturday, I go up to show my package. Tylox the Mighty, one of the newest channel members. Appreciate you for stopping in, my friend. I go to the shop. Now, this is the other shop in town, the one that bought the one that I liked going to. And this is the one that I normally have to hold my nose to go into. If I'm not going out of town where a better comic shop is at, then I'll go ahead and go into this shop and pick up my books, new books. I don't really like shopping for used books, but I have on occasion found some goodies there as well. What's up? What's up, Dave? Bought comics at now. CS, I left some books in my pool, so I don't feel bad taking free books and sneaking a couple extra books. Exactly. So, so here's the deal. This past week, which was Free Comic Book Day, Wednesday of that week, I spent $50 on new books. The previous week, I spent over $100 in books. So this is not like I'm new to the shop. It's not like I'm never buying anything from the shop at all. So I go into the shop and it's pretty busy. So good for them. They've got a table full of free comic book days, but I noticed the more desirable free comic book day books are up there by the owner. So I go up to the owner and I talk to him and say, so, okay, what's the deal? What's going on? And he says, you know, all those are free. But if you want to get these, you have to make a purchase. I said, whoa, I make a purchase here every week. So, you know, you're going to tell me I have to make a purchase, but yet make a purchase here every week. It's not like I'm a new face. It's not like I've never spent any money in your shop. It's not like I'm looking to try to flip these books or get 3 or 4 copies so I can put them on eBay for twice as much. And so he, I guess, feels bad for me. So he gives me a couple of them, not the more desirable ones like Something's Killing the Children or Stray Dogs, but he gives me a couple of them. And he says, but if all you got to do is make a purchase. Okay, whatever. So I go over there to the new comic books, and there's a couple of books that came out last week, but for whatever reason, they weren't on the shelf when I went by there. So I picked them up. I get up to the counter, and the guy in front of me is asking essentially the same question that I did is, hey, how do I get this little yellow piece of paper that allows me to get these free comic book day books I want to get? And they said, well, you have to spend at least $25 to get the one, and then you have to spend $50 to get the other one. Okay. You remember what I said spent just this week on comic books? Okay. So I get up to the counter, and I said, so I went over there and talked to the owner, and he tells me to buy something. He doesn't tell me $25. He doesn't tell me $50. I find 2 books that for whatever reason were not on Wednesday, the shelf Wednesday. And now you're going to tell me that I can't get it. He's like, well, yeah, that's the rules. I said, well, that's a douchebag thing to do. And he said, well, you can talk to the owner. I said, well, that's where I'm fixing to go back over to after I leave your thing. But I'm going to tell you this. This is exactly why I did not like shopping at your shop. Or do not like shopping at your shop, and this is why I always shopped at the other shop until you bought them out. And so I go back over to the owner. I said, look, you told me that all I had to do is purchase books. As I said a while ago, I've already spent $50 this week and $100 the previous week. I'm not a new face of this shop. And I go sit in line to get 2 books that I missed somehow. And now they're telling me, he's like, what do you want? I said, I simply want one of each of those books right there. And so I guess he didn't feel like arguing with me or what the deal was, but he gave them to me. But why should I have to? You know, this is Free Comic Book Day. So Free Comic Book Day, at least in my humble opinion, or less than humble opinion, should be used to not only gather new readership in, people that have never read comic books before that you want to excite into the hobby so that they will continue to buy, especially when they get older like me and have disposable income. The second part of Free Comic Book Day is to bring those people like myself who, like myself, only 2 years ago, I started getting back into collecting. Like myself, have for whatever reason, life in general, exited the hobby to bring them back into the shop. And you don't keep them coming back to the shop by acting like a douchebag. So this is simple. This is simple. I feel like everybody has that shop. Exactly. And I would, but they bought out the only other shop. It's an hour away from my house. It's the only other shop in town. They bought them out. So, yeah. And so he's like, well, you look on eBay. I'm not buying them on eBay. If you want to push me to eBay for free comic books, I'll go to eBay for everything. I don't know if you're aware of this, sir, but I can buy these books on any number of websites on the internet, and I don't have to catch this lip from nobody. So anyway, he did own up. The one to avoid, the owner doesn't leave you alone. Literally looks over his shoulder. Oh yeah, that sure certainly is another reason to avoid. And this is customer service 101. It's not that the customer is always right, because that's not true, because you have the Karens of the world that thinks their way or the highway, and that's simply not the case. And I understand that in order for them to be there, they have to make money. It's not like the government. They can't print money if they run out. So, and I get all that, but you have a customer here that is paying you good money each and every week, and then you're going to say stuff like that. Michael Gallant, what's going on? Yeah, I can kind of understand even that, because they want to make sure everybody gets a little piece of the pie. They want to make sure that you don't get a hog, and because people are getting 3 or 4 copies and putting most of them on eBay. Yeah, you have mentioned that to me before. So these are the books that what's going on? AMAC 95. How is it going? You're here because you got comics on the mind. Appreciate you coming by, Kurt. We got Suicide Squad number 6. The movie has largely been panned, but this book, the series right here, has been interesting thus far, so I've been picking it up. And this is them over there in the crime syndicate world, talking about evil Superman. So that was pretty cool. Got Batman Free Comic Book Day, after all the shenanigans I just mentioned earlier. We got Suicide Squad King Shark, which is an homage to Uncanny X-Men 101. And then that was probably more than anything that I wanted to get that one for. Enter the House of Slaughter Free Comic Book Day. This is one that I wanted, and this is the one that they're like, well, you gotta spend $50 in order to get it. And I'm thinking to myself, look, I spent $50 with you on Wednesday, this same week, okay? And would you rather me wait and spend it with you on Saturday, or would you rather you get my money now that you can go and do whatever else you want to with it sooner rather than later? We got Stray Dogs, which is just a kind of a prelude to this little guy and how he got kidnapped, and that was about it for the book. Well, it's got the first issue in there too. Hang, King Shark. So my tips for your shops: get to know the manager, treat them good, take care of them, understand they have the tough day. Even found some, and look, my old shop, the ratio variants, like the 1 in 25s for the Batmans, they had the designs on them. Most of the time I got those for cover price, and he would put them back because he knew every single week I was paying $50 to $100 in books. That's the kind of customer you want to deal with. And the owner does not need money. He comes from a very affluent family. He does not need money. Comics are not his game. Cards are. And so he treats the comic customers that way. And then so when one of the employees says, well, we don't really make that much money on comics, I wonder why. Everybody went the other way. Now he bought out the competition, so he's going to probably pick up some business that way, unless people just get so fed up with deuchery. Yeah, exactly. And so, look, he was other than with me, and I'm sure there was other people because the guy that was in front of me in the line buying stuff, he went straight over there and said the same thing, and the guy said, "Here you go," and he didn't argue with him. So he didn't argue with him, but it shouldn't even have been a conversation in the first place. It was like, "Hey, dude, I saw you in here," because he's the one that checked me out Wednesday, as a matter of fact. And so it's like, "Dude, I saw you in here Wednesday." And like, here, let me take care of you. Of course, you knew I had to pick up the Valiant free comic book day, which has partly of Exo Harbinger. I don't remember the Shadow Man story being in there. It's just like a spread, but then part of the Ninjak story. We got the Resistance Uprising as well as Moss #1 and the AWA Upshot. Been picking up the Moss book, not the Resistance Uprising, but I might start doing that. They've been pretty interesting. I also picked up Star Wars High Republic Adventures. Free comic book day. One of the books that I purchased was Huntress #1. Really like that cover. Got Star Wars High Republic, The Edge of Balance. We Live, The Last Days. And Batman and Robin and Howard. So that was one that they weren't really clamoring over, but I picked it up because it was Batman. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? How about that? All right, so those are my free comic book day. Cool. I haven't read it yet. Actually, I haven't read We Live at all. I was kind of waiting for the trade to come out. I've heard good things from Legion of Comics and some other people about the story. It's pretty good. So I got these from, I'm going to butcher his last name, Michael Villa something or another. He's in Kansas. And him and Adrian Panda Awesome and several other people have gone to Clayton Crane signings up there. Got these from him. I'm going to show in just a minute. But first off, Remy Q Studios, the first channel member ever showing up. What is going on? Remy Q, Mr. Chainsaw, unboxing himself. Let's make it rain in the right direction. Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you. Okay, the trade is out. All right, well, I need to see about that. Don't forget to save. Thank you. Okay. All right. So, well, one thing or another, the reality is that back to the comic shop before I show these books that Michael sent me. Either I'm going to have to come to grips with it, or I'm going to have to get my pull with another comic shop. I do go out of town quite a bit, so there's several other comic shops that are very good that I could get. I'll just have to learn to wait on my comics, or I'm going to have to find a website to order them off of and be done with the in-person experience for the most part, which I really don't like that option. But the reality is that guy's not going to change. So I got Masters of the Universe #1. The foil edition. The series has largely been panned, but this is prior to that series right there. And really dope cover. So check out Ram Man. Check out his eyes. He's like, what? Let's see if we can get him a little close here. You see Ram Man's eyes over here. You're like, what the crap? Battlecat's kicking butt. So, yeah, there we go. Camera fixed. Then we got #1, the A cover. And then we got #1, the B cover, J. Scott Campbell. So he was selling these as a set. Pick those up. Then we got Batman Black and White. This is a Jim Lee cover, and it is a newsstand. So yes, a very late in the game newsstand. This is from 1996. So newsstands were becoming more rare at that point, and this was a newsstand. Here's why I picked it up. Then he threw in the Huntress #1. He threw in Gargoyles #1. And so the funny thing about this Gargoyles, I had a Gargoyles newsstand. I put it up on my Whatnot app sale I was doing one day, and it got up there, but it was kind of whatever. But what happened was I accidentally put the wrong starting bid in there. And so I said, well, screw it. I'm just going to go with it. Wasn't too happy with the outcome of that. But as luck and karma or whatever you want to call it comes back around, he says, look, I got this book. I'm just going to throw this in this lot for you. I was like, the Gargoyles. The only way it could have been better was it was a newsstand like the old one I had. But nevertheless, I got a Gargoyles one again. Then I got Wildcats, X-Men, Wildcats and X-Men Team Up, the Golden Age. So they did one for the gold and silver and bronze. This one is signed by the man himself, Jim Lee. And American Entertainment put this out back in the day. So pretty cool, pretty cool. And then I got something from... he is an Instagram seller. He might sell some on eBay. I don't know if he does. I know he sells on Instagram. And I've met him in person at a couple of cons that we've both been at. And he doesn't live that far from me. It's AKA Comics, or maybe AKA Comic Books. If you see the little avatar online or on Instagram, it is a picture of Clayton Crane. What's up, T-Pain, one of the newest members of the channel. Appreciate you for stopping by, my friend. So, yeah, so about that. So, my reason there was no Saturday morning cartoon crew on my channel was I'm driving down the road an hour away. It was right after I left the comic book shop that I just talked about. So I leave the comic book shop. I'm heading back home. I'm going to be on at 1 o'clock Central Time, which is the normal time. And I hit the bridge and kind of bumped up. Well, when I came down, it goes boom. And I thought it was a flat tire, but you don't hear the that you would normally hear after you blow a tire out. And so, yes, the lower ball joint broke. So my tire was cockeyed. So I just pulled over to the side of the road. I called the tow truck and I messaged everybody that was selling that day and said, look, this ain't going to happen because I don't know what time I'm going to get back, because I had to have somebody drive an hour to come pick us up. Me and a buddy had went biking that morning. So we got on our bikes, got the bikes out of the back of the truck and just rode further for them to pick us up. But still, anyways, so just before I got on this live video, my wife comes in and says, oh, by the way, it is going to be $500 something. Like, great. So yeah, that kind of sucked. So it's just part of it. Papa Wheelie, what is going on, Papa Wheelie? Wow, I'm on early. That's right. Just trying to get in where I can fit in today, and just so happen to fit in at this particular time. So this is from AKA Comics. He put this book up on his Instagram. I negotiated a slightly lower price that we were both okay with. And he said, look, because the book's kind of more expensive than what I typically sell one book for, because he does a lot of like $1, $2 claims. He said, I'd really rather mail it priority. I said, that's fine. That's the typical way I'd mail any of my stuff. And so that is... Matter of fact, AKA Comics is where I got a lot of your Conan's, VV. So check this out. We were showing this earlier. Superboy number 9, first full appearance of King Shark, and it is a newsstand. That's right. It's a newsie. Yeah, that's what it says. Do not open. Sorry, I guess I just gotta leave it in there or something, huh? But yeah, it was in some pretty good shape. I see one tick on it. So you're probably talking about a 9.4 or 9.6, and it's a newsie. Maybe get Tom Grummett to sign it for me down here in the waves over here or something. So I don't know. Thought about selling it, but I don't know what I'll do with it. I'll figure something out. Okie doke. So let us Num Num. Yes, he thought Superboy was Num Num. Is from the Virangian Vigilante, who is Thorsten is in the chat. If you're not familiar with him or his channel, he does like the Conan, he does like the Barbarian and the scantily clad ladies. But he is on Instagram and YouTube, and the links to both of those are in the description of this video. So if you're not familiar with him, go give him a sub up. Well, I did have one more book before I showed those. I got this in the mail from eBay purchase. This is Batman 192. So Batman 192, I just got that in today, and I was supposed to have gotten another Batman. It says it got here, but it didn't get here yesterday. So I've got to find out about shipping and all that kind of good stuff. But all right, let's talk about VV. So he sent me some books. And so let's check this out. So this is a very, very dope Dell Auto cover here. Got Yoda. Master Yoda says, like this cover I do. And that's the new girl from Star Wars High Republic. And this is is it the German or the Italian edition? I think Dell Auto, yep, Dell Auto. So there are 999 of these, and so it's Star Wars High Republic right there, #1. And I think this is no, is this the Italian version? German one. I got it. So yes, German one. So I've seen several Italian editions around, but I have not seen a German one. And he said, "Hey, look what I found for you," and sent this my way. Yeah, it's a pretty dope cover, and I've seen some of the foils. This one's not foil, but yeah, the ones I've seen have been Italian. This one's a German one, so pretty dope. Speaking of foreign books, I'm going to have to show these books off again because this Wednesday, tomorrow I will be doing a chat about foreign comics again. I've got somebody new as well as some people that were previously on my channel talking about foreign comic books. So if you are interested in that, if you just want to come hang out, it'll be tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Time. All right. Then we got a little X-Men action, little Shadow Cat. Paul Smith, I believe, did that cover. Action there. Looks like Fantastic Four might be in there. So the cool thing about foreign comics, and there are several books, so it's more like a graphic novel a lot of times. And sometimes it can fool you because if you're looking at the cover, that's not necessarily the book that you're going to have in there. So this one has Marvel Fanfare 24. This one also has Uncanny X-Men 168 and 169, which 169 is this cover. And then Marvel Fanfare 37. So the Marvel Fanfare stories, if you recall in the Marvel graphic novel, The Death of Captain Marvel, the original OG Captain Marvel from Marvel Comics, you recall that of all the heroes that were there, Carol Danvers was not there. They forgot her. Jim Starlin forgot her. I don't know what he did, but she wasn't there. So the Marvel Fanfare story tells of how she found out that he was dead. So she comes back in. Spectrum is calling herself Captain Marvel at that point, and or Monica Rambeau. And she's calling herself Captain Marvel, and Carol's like, well, what the crap? I mean, what do you think Marvel's going to think about that? It's like, you didn't know? He's kind of dead. So I think it was a large oversight on their part, and they tried to fix it as well as they could. But, what do you do? So pretty cool there. Then we've got X-Men versus Spider-Man. Yes, classic story. Retold twice because those early X-Men were reprinted. So yeah, it was. So this is limited to 999. Right there. And it's got the story of Spider-Man. And it's really not Spider-Man they're fighting. It's the chain. Is it the Changeling? I think. So this has that story in there. And it looks like Banshee's in here too. So X-Men 35 is that story there. German Con exclusive. Oh, this one right here. Dope. Okay. So a comic action 2015 right here. Nice. So I've got to get better about stuff like this because my CLZ app does not have it in there automatically like they do, most American books. And so I'm going to have to start putting them in there. Because I have a bunch of them. So I try to write that on the back so I can remember. So there you go. And then we've got these right here. And I'm going to have to open this up because I got to see what's in this. So these are in like some packs. So I have the comic, which is Wolverine #1, or the reprint of Wolverine #1. And that's what the story looks like in there. And then it's got this. Ah, that's what that is. Okay, cool. So what he's saying is that these are metal plates included. I was like, what is this? So check that out, y'all. It comes with a metal plate. So pretty nice. What's up, dude? How are you doing today? So yeah, I got the classic Frank Miller Wolverine cover. It's been homaged several times. And then got the metal tin to go along with the Italian comics. So pretty nice, pretty nice. Thank you. So these are the same way here. We've got the X-Men 1. So yep. I like picking up the way I kind of, hold on a second. The way I kind of, yes, somebody has made it rain, but if you would like to make it rain, you can make it rain yourself. But yeah, so the great thing about these foreign, I've got a New Mutants 100 over there, and it comes with a cable watch. I mean, it's just like those little fun things about foreigns that you don't get with the American comics. But so this is X-Men #1. And like the Wolverine, it comes with the metal plate. So that is pretty dope. Now, X-Men 1 has been homaged several times over the years too, and I've got several homages with it. I'm looking over here at my wall because I'm just wondering, like when I get ready to change my wall out, Papa Willie dropping the $5 super chat. Thank you, Papa. We appreciate Tricky's mom as well for leaving Papa alone long enough for him to hit that $5 button. Appreciate that for making it rain, sir, in the right direction. But yeah, so the because I was thinking like I could put that like on that row with those other books when I do like the X-Men 1, set it next to my X-Men 1, and then put all the other stuff. Oh, the Cerebus one. got that one, I think. I know I got a Cerebus one the other day that had, it was Giant Size X-Men. I got a Cerebus one for the Giant Size X-Men, and then I got a Cerebus one for the TMNT #1. I got to remember if I got, because the Cerebus is one of those I don't really see all that often, and I was in a shop in Georgia, and they had a bunch of them. I was like, what? So yeah, yeah, Teenage Mutant Ninja Cerebi. Instead of Cerebus, it's Cerebi for plural, huh? And let's do it this way. It's Dave Sim. Look it up by Dave Sim that way. Yeah, giant size jingles. Okay, I thought I got a third one, but I guess I didn't. Yeah, giant size jingles is the other one. There we go. Cerebus dressed up like Phoenix. So flooded here in Georgia last night. Oh, top tropical storm threat. Well, where was I at? Because I was wondering if we were going to get a whole bunch of rain last week. Oh, I was in Tupelo, and so I didn't see the date, but I saw the weather come up, and I was like, "Ooh, better get out of here. There'll be enough rain." So yes, this is the Italian version of X-Men 1, and has the X-Men 10, and then we got giant size X-Men #1 as well. Oh, so what you're saying is that might be why I didn't pick it up. So yeah, giant size X-Men #1, and then it also has the metal tin to go in it. So pretty dope, pretty dope. Appreciate you, VV, for dropping those AOKs to me, and he wrapped it like a champ. And I tell you, interesting thing about mailing stuff, because I ordered something from the UK and I got it quicker than I got something from California. And then there's one on its way towards you. But yeah, so he wrapped it up like a champ. But reason I'm showing the envelope is that this envelope looks a lot better than some envelopes I get from on the same side of the United States. So it's just funny how it can go all the way across the pond and get over here, and what do? You know, you got this. So T-Pain, well, T-Pain, be sure to get your boat and your life preserver. Hopefully everybody stays okay. Free energy. Happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday. It is also new comic book day if you are a DC person. So if you're able to get out to a shop or want to get out to a shop and get a DC, some DC books, then they're certainly out there. I've been picking up more DC lately, but to be honest, it's probably as much the reason because it's Batman than it is in good. I mean, there are some other ones like Justice League Last Ride with Chip Zdarsky. I'm liking it, but a lot of them have to do with Bat Family, so that's probably why I'm picking up more DC, to be totally transparent there. But that's all, folks, and that was certainly more than enough. Free comic book day books, a book from eBay, a book from a couple sellers, an awesome AOK from the Varangian Vigilante. So Thorsten, if you are not familiar with his channel, the links to his channel are in the description below. Also, if you are interested in the benefits of membership, obviously we have the giveaways every month, but these are the YouTube channel and Patreon members list here. If you see any of these people, most of them put out their own content. If you see any of those people that you don't recognize their name, type into the YouTube search bar and pull them up, give them a sub up for sure. And if you're interested in becoming a member of either or both of those programs, then the links are in the description below. Be sure to visit bcwsupplies.com to save yourself 10% on your order by using the coupon code SCG at checkout. This month's giveaway is a copy, 3 copies of one of the foil, one of the regular, and one of the gold 9.8 CBCS slabs of the channel exclusive, which is the Hulk 181 homage to Power Ninja Tunes. And I do have some of the regular ones available. If you are interested in those, they're $15 a piece plus shipping. You can hit me up on IG and we can take care of that. And if you want to take your spin at trying to win a copy of each of those in a 9.8 slab, then you can either become a member or give a super chat, or both. So Papa Willie won one of the giveaways last month, and he's a member, but he won it on the super chat wheel. So congratulations to all the winners. William Albright, what is up, Nerdy Needs? How's everyone? How's it going? Mr. Albright. So I'm about to get out of here. Hopefully the rest of your day is going great and going safe. Hopefully you won't have to deal with scumbag deuchery of comic book shops that have lost grips on reality and their customer base. And until next time, folks, you got to keep reading and keep collecting. Adios.